Thank you for joining me on this episode of Empire Builder, Chess or Checkers. I hope you guys are doing great and doing well. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about recently, I know a lot of people, including myself, have felt kind of stuck. Not sure what to do, not sure how to pull the trigger on those goals and ideas we've been thinking about and dreaming about. Not sure if now's the time or is it too risky. And I want to let you know that there is never a better time than right now. And how you approach this, I have learned, and we all have those days when we wake up and we're just like, how do I kickstart myself? And you got the goals and you want to be there and you know what you're capable of. And we realize we're capable of even more. But things are thrown at you every single day, especially my small business owners out there. I feel for you, okay? Because owning a small business is really about making critical decisions on almost a daily basis. Something is going to come up every single day. And if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know in the chat down there, because so many of us have gone through this, how should I say it? Pandemic, pivot, challenging time, whatever word you want to use that's overused and you don't want to hear anymore. We need to put that behind us and say, how do we want to approach things? And I look at it as analyzing it as, I know where I want to be. I know where the organization wants to be. I know where I'm capable of getting to. How can I get there? How can you get there? And it's so easy to just pull back right now and say, we're doing okay. Or business is flat. We should be happy with that. But I'm going to tell you, if your business is flat, or if your energy is flat, what's happening is you're actually going down. Okay? Because that's what happens financially. That's what happens in our mindset. So we need to change that right now. Okay? And look at it as, how am I going to approach this? How am I going to get out of what is going on around us and take advantage of this time to get ourselves going? And the way I approached it for myself recently was, do I want to play chess or checkers? And I am not the best chess player. I am not the best checkers player. But there's a difference between the two. And if you're looking for a little bit more just pure enjoyment, quicker kind of thing, a little bit less planning, then you obviously have the checkers. But if you're looking to get into a match and you're looking to plan out and come up with your strategy for setting your opponent up, okay? Analyzing your opponent, predicting their moves and your moves, this is what it's about with chess. And this is how I have decided to approach things in 2020. Okay? Do I want to just keep putting fires out day after day, week after week, come home exhausted, and only react to things? And I sat there and said, I'm too good for this. And I know a lot of the people that are on here, and a lot of people I've been blessed in working with and meeting with, we are all too good for this. So let's take the proactive approach. And I'm going to tell you the 3 steps that I did to make sure that we are expanding in 2020 with everything else that's been going on around us. Because as you know, I do believe there's a lot of great opportunity out there right now. But it's how we approach it. So if you want to go into each day, decide, do you want to play chess or checkers? Because it's about working the most efficiently, getting the biggest return you can on the least amount of hours you put into it. And I'm not saying you should, I'm not a 4-hour work week guy. You guys know that. I work tons of hours. I work all hours of the night. I get up in the middle of the night because I'm thinking of things. But that's my choice. That's what I enjoy doing. You know, I spend plenty of time with Gianna and AJ and Terry. I just carve it out and delineate it out as best as I can. So I want to help you by sharing some of the things that I've done in these 3 steps to allow us to grow and put the plan in place, number one, starts with educating. I had to educate myself because we're trying to take the company from here to here, okay? And we're going to do it in the next 3 years. But what I needed to do was, I can't keep operating on what I know here, okay? So if your company is doing 10 or 20 million dollars, or say you're just doing $100,000 and you want to 10x your company, okay? I needed to educate myself not for where I am or not from just slightly above that. I needed to educate myself at companies that are operating already where I want to be. So I've been surrounding myself with amazing, like-minded people that have been there already, where I'm going, where the organization is going to. And that has given me a great perspective. Now, I needed to be really adamant about learning all sides because there are different opinions and different approaches. But I don't care about opinions. I want facts on what's actually worked. So I wanted to talk with, and I reached out to people and emailed and called and texted and did whatever I could to get answers to the questions on how am I going to 10x my companies and my business right now to the next level, okay? And I needed to get qualified information from people that have done it. Experience to me and having gone through it is worth its weight in gold. I don't need people that haven't experienced it themselves or haven't gone through it. That's not what I was looking for. So I had to vet people and information to get me to the next level, okay? And what that's going to do is that's going to help me take the people I'm surrounded with, my team, my work family, my championship team, the clients that I work with, to their next level, okay? So we should always be, if you're like me, I want to be surrounded with people that are always looking for more. There's never really a finish line because we always feel we're capable of doing more and getting to the next level. So step one in the chess versus checkers choice would be to educate ourselves for the level we want to be at, not for where we are right now, okay? Number two would be to set up a strategic plan, step by step, okay? Little New Kids on the Block fan of Step by Step. I think that was my sister. She was big on New Kids on the Block. So a step-by-step plan is I know where I want to be in 3 or 5 years from now. I know where I want the companies to be. Now, I do this not only for the companies, but I also do this for myself as a person. I know where I want to be as a father, as a husband. What do I want to do in 3 to 5 years? And then I take this approach to it. And I think for years I stumbled upon this, in my late 20s and early 30s because I would keep reacting. I would keep jumping. Checkers, right? Instead of making the strategic plan for where I want to go, like in chess. And then what happens is I've been writing down, and I've learned over the years, I'm dating myself a little bit, learned over the years of step by step, how do I get to where I want to be? What do I have to do? And I have to write that down. So by means of, I can't just go out and say I want to run a marathon right now. I am not in shape to run a marathon. But I need to devise the plan day by day of what I need to do, what I need to eat. Everything that goes into that, as far as I need to run X on day 1 and X on day 2 and work out on day 3. Draw out the plan of execution to get you to that goal, whatever it is. Marathon, getting your business to $1 million, getting your business to 10 million, 100 million, 500 million, okay? Whatever your goal is, write down step by step. And it takes time and reflection, and it takes learning from those educated people in step 1. Then you have a plan that you could actually go out and execute. Because I'm going to tell you, preparation, and we all know this, is really more important than anything else. And I actually had this conversation with Gianna about, she recently made her varsity soccer team, which we're so proud of her as a sophomore. And She went out last night and she scored the first goal of the season in the second game for her high school team. Made us so proud. I mean, like tears to our eyes. It's amazing what she accomplished. So proud of her. But when you're nervous, I was teaching her how I used to deal with big games in high school and in college. And it's all about the preparation. Prepare, work harder and harder to make the practices so hard so that when you actually come to executing what you need to, it's easy to the point of where it just happens automatically. It's the same thing in business. It's the same thing we do in our lives. We need to prepare and over-prepare, draw out the steps one by one, and that's how you decide and become more efficient in playing chess instead of checkers. Both great games, not knocking them, but there's a difference, right? And step 3 would be for you, what I have really, truly understood is everybody has great ideas. Everybody does. However, what separates the men from the boys, or the women from the girls, however else we need to decide that, is who actually takes action right now. That's it. And it's not going to be perfect. You're never going to be 100%. But if you get to about 85% in educating yourself from people that have been there, where you want to go, and if you devise that strategic plan step by step, I can tell you, if you take action now, and it's not going to be perfect, right? It's going to go like this. This is what business does. Business does not go like this, okay? And if you think it's going to happen overnight and you're one of those get-rich-quick people, I got news for you. I haven't seen it, and they are in the extreme minority, okay? You have to put the work in. You get out of it what you put into it. So if you don't do it now, someone else will do it, and they will accomplish what you are going to accomplish, or they will take your idea and develop it while you sit on your hands. And it's always more fun to play in the game than sit on the bench. I hope you found this helpful, because it's been amazing to me, and I've been using this throughout the last 6 to 8 months with everything going on. And there's huge opportunity out there, and if you would rather play chess instead of checkers, educate yourself fully for where you want to go. Devise that plan step by step. Break it down so that you could accomplish it. Because if you put this big goal out there, like running the marathon, and you don't put together the steps, you're not going to accomplish it. It's going to be too big of a goal. But if you break it down, it's much more easily accomplished. Okay? And step 3 is to get what you want to do. Go out and do it now. Tonight. Start moving towards your goal. Because we only get to do this once. And we need to take advantage of the opportunities in our lives right now. And set a good example for our families. And that's what's most important. So I hope you guys are doing great. I wish you much success in your careers, your families, and your empires. If you need any help at all, even if it's a 5-minute call on something that you feel that we could help you with, or you just want to talk, we'll drop our number in the chat here, or reach out through us through here, okay? And you can call the Uppercut line, or you can reach out to me. And if it's something we could help you with inside your business, whatever it is, medical, non-medical, small business, your real estate investments, reach out to us. If we could help you in any way, we would love to. I want you guys to go build your empire. Have a great week and stay safe. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you soon.